Miami Springs Historical Society.
Sorry.
Every year we gather and meet new faces and welcome them to become members of the Historical Society. I'd like to introduce to you our officers this year. Our president is Sandra Dahlman. Our vice president is Mary Cavaleras. Our treasurer is Lily Martinez. Our recording secretary is Maria Petrolano. And this is our wonderful crew of officers that keeps this ship going. I'd also like to tell you about some people that have been helping us help a lot with the museum. Marianne Taylor is the curator of the museum. Doris Moising, who's still manning the membership desk. And that's a big job. I'd also like to thank Jaime Petrolano, who is taping this and has been taping many of our pioneers and many of our meetings to keep them safe for posterity. And we thank you, Jaime. Missing tonight is Kathy Stadnick. Kathy is our correspondence secretary. We had hoped she would make it tonight, but she didn't quite make it. And if I've forgotten to thank anybody, I see Marion Zammerton. She has been doing a lot of work this year. Filing things and I'm sorry if I missed anybody.
And Yvonne Schoenberger is the director of the museum.
Oh, Ingrid works with the museum and volunteers too.
Bill Carter. Bill.
Okay. This year may be our last year of having a museum. I barely got the funding through council. You know how tight money is. And we have to thank council very much for okaying the funding for this year. Because of that, I want you all to please come and visit the museum this year. And please put some money in when you visit.
And sign the book.
And sign the book. I don't have any trouble with people signing the book. Putting money in is a little more troublesome. Know that I have got to do like 3 years worth of getting things updated and ready. My hope is that this will not be a tragedy, but that this will end up getting the museum put into the Curtis Mansion. That's my hope. Right now I have no information that says that is going to happen, so we have to prepare to put it all away in storage next year. Either way, it needs to get into its best possible condition so that it has a lot better chance of survival. And that takes some money to do it. So anybody that can donate to the museum, anybody that can come to the museum, there are rack cards on the dining room table that tell about the museum, the hours, and the location. I have a little map on it. Please take one of those before you leave. And plan to visit. If you have people in town, bring them. Thank you. Anybody else need to have something to announce?
Well, I have to say that Yvonne Schoenberger has been such an asset to the museum. When we moved it from the Miami Springs Pharmacy there, she worked hours, even scrubbed floors and did all kinds of stuff. I couldn't believe it. And there were several people that are members of the Historical Society that helped move us from the pharmacy there. We still have to have some stuff in storage. We've got a lot more stuff than's in the museum because there's just not room for all that. And we're hoping that we could possibly get that into the Curtis Mansion. Several years ago, my husband and several other officers flew to Washington, D.C. to try to get the mansion and try to get them to donate it to the Historical Society. Well, they didn't donate it to the Historical Society. They donated it to the city. But that's good, because they were gonna bulldoze it. So
Yes.
and if you've driven by there, it looks terrific. It's finally getting there. I think we wouldn't have a museum if it wasn't for Yvonne. She's really done a lot of hard work and recruited a lot of people. And of course, John Stadnick was the original one that let us use the pharmacy for the museum.
At no charge for more than 20 years.
Right.
So we were spoiled. That's how everything got, that's how all this got amassed, is by John Stadnick letting us have that space.
And we had the whole top floor of the pharmacy. So you know there's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, now we're in a much smaller space now.
Yes.
Yeah, anybody moving out of Miami Springs? No. So this is our city.
Yes.
This is our history.
Right.
The museum is part of that history. So it's up to us, as citizens of the city of Miami Springs, to make sure that that museum remains, that it's a viable entity, and the only way that it can be done is if we loosen up the purses, okay? Me included. So I'm pledging $100 tonight for the museum, okay?
His wife is the treasurer. I'm the treasurer, so I know.
It is tax deductible, isn't it?
Thank you for your $100,000 donation.
On that wonderful note, I think we should go back to enjoying the food and drink.
Okay.